What's up everybody, Tindo here, and today is the day. Today is the first official full day of lockdown here in Arizona where we live. I know a lot of you guys have been locked down because of the coronavirus for quite some time now, even some of you for as long as a few weeks. And I've hated that for you, but we have now caught up. We're on lockdown, businesses are closing down. I even got an email from Goodwill this morning, I guess because they love me that much. They said, we're closed, but our donation center is open. So if you want to donate stuff, come by, but don't come by to shop, the email said. So we won't be doing any thrifting anytime very soon. So we've got to do some stuff at home. So how are we going to make daily videos at home? Well, you guys have given a lot of great suggestions. You wanted me to explore my collection on film a little bit more than we have in the past. And so that's where we're going to start. How are we going to make daily videos at home? We're going to start with diving into my collection. So what I want to do in today's video is definitely go through my Gamecube collection and show some of the better stuff off that I have. But more importantly, I want to get it organized. Now, it would be way too much to do in one video to get this whole collection organized, right? That would be way too much. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do the hardest thing, the first step. We're gonna get our house organized. It's kind of a wreck right now because we're in the middle of shooting a video over here, and then we're in the middle of an art project over there, and then over here we've got stacks of toys for a toy booth. So our house is barely livable right now. It's more like a workshop. So we're gonna get it in order, and then we're gonna take the first step on today's video of organizing my Gamecube collection. That's the plan. We'll start there with Gamecube today, and then you can come back tomorrow and see what we'll get into tomorrow. So stick around. So in my videos, you see this side of the room all the time. Now, sometimes you see this side over here, but you don't see it near as much. This is my workshop. And there used to be a time before I started making the videos that I do now, this whole space was a workshop, but I kind of scaled down all my tools and got rid of everything or stored everything in my storage unit that I didn't need daily that didn't fit over here. But this side of the room doesn't get anywhere near as much attention as that room does. And so since we're stuck at home and we've already been making some stuff on the channel recently, like if you didn't catch it on yesterday's live show, we made 2 clocks. I made this Power Ranger clock. Here's the second one, which I'm really proud of, that Yellow Ranger clock. We're going to be selling these in our toy booths, and check out Tindo's Trash to see if I've got any up yet. But tindostrash.com, I'll be selling some of these clocks. But I'm honestly more interested in selling them in my toy booth, but I can't get to making more stuff like that comfortably unless this side of the room makes sense too. So one thing I've definitely got to get done today, I've got to make this side of the room make sense, or I'm going to go crazy. Last time I reorganized this side of the room, the biggest mistake I made is this big shelf right here with these black cases on it. Those are my sorter cases that keep my nuts, bolts, screws, and small bits of shop infrastructure on them. Biggest mistake I made was putting that over there in the corner because I've always utilized it. As you can see on the side of it, I hang like my clamps, and something you can't see is down on the lower side, I hang some of my cutting mats, and all that stuff is miserable to get to now because it's hidden over there. So I'm going to take it out and put it somewhere where those sides of that shelf are more free to hang tools on as I originally planned to do. But this is going to be hard because that thing's heavy.
Alright, I'm heading to the post office.
Alright, I'm going to try not to die.
Okay, have fun.
Now, it doesn't look as great, but it's way more functional. Now I can hang things on the side. Would you get out of here, you big plastic piece of nonsense? Yes. A lot of yes. I do a tremendous amount of vinyl cutting around here, and the kind of vinyl cutting I do requires these sticky boards, and honestly they're quite expensive and really hard to maintain. And a few times recently I've messed them up just tossing them on a shelf and getting them bent. They're supposed to hang right there, and now they'll be 100% more easy to access. And I love me some Velcro, if you haven't noticed. There's another cutting board around here somewhere, or a couple more, honestly. There's one more. I keep lots of poster boards stocked up here in the workshop for various projects. I mean, I use a lot of this green to do special effects stuff with and do proper green screen. And it's always hard to figure out where to keep it. I think I'm going to leave this a couple inches away from the cabinet just so I can scoot my cardboard collection in there, my poster board. Simply the best. This is how you know things are getting serious. It's bandana time. There's another cutting mat. It's the one I use the most. Okay, we're making progress. Having that tall shelf right here was a mistake in so many ways because it also took up some of my corkboard space, which is very, very valuable real estate in my workshop. So I'm going to move this over here. It's much better. If you don't have a battery-powered hot glue gun, I feel sorry for you. Also, a battery-powered Dremel. I mean, come on. And heck, a battery-powered, router. Couldn't think of it. Losing my mind. And there is where my tape is going to live for now. It's all easily accessible, at least. I found a new use for these hyper large magazine holders. I'm going to keep my sandpaper in them because I've got quite a bit of continuing to use magazine holders to store all of my sanding supplies in. It's not really an ideal thing, but it makes them easily retrievable. So I've been just kind of pounding my head all day as I've cleaned the house up. How am I going to organize these games? I bet it's going to be split pretty even 50-50 between people that just think my organizing methods are ludicrous and people who completely understand. What's kind of difficult right now is that I have all these shelves 2 games deep, and I know I'm not the only one. I know a lot of you have commented in the past and told me you do the same thing. But as you'll be able to see here, there's another roll of games back there, right? So I'm not really at a point where I've got enough games where alphabetizing really makes a lot of sense. It doesn't take me very long at all to just jump over here and find the game that I'm looking for. Right now, the way these games are stacked in here is simply how I just shoved them in there in a hurry on a completely different day when I was organizing. So what I want to do today, I think, is I'm going to shove all the BS games that I don't plan on playing anytime soon in the back, and then just kind of group the stuff that I'm excited to play, like my Mario stuff, up front. Now, I know that organization is going to probably tick some of you off, but I'm going to live my life. So I think also while we go through there, what I'll do is I'll just kind of show some of my better games, and I definitely want you to stop at any time you're watching and comment below and tell me if I'm screwing up. Tell me if I put something in the back that you absolutely think that I should play. Is that a deal? I'm not really doing this to say, ooh, look at my crazy GameCube collection. I'm starting here because, to be honest with you, my GameCube collection is like the one I'm the most excited to collect for, although I don't have a crazy amount of good games. I've got a few, I think. I've got a couple that I'm very excited to get around to playing, like Sweet 16, JK. That's definitely a back row game. And I'm going to start putting back row games I don't want to play over there, and then the sports ones over here. So at least the sports ones are together, like backyard football. But let's see here. Mario Sunshine. That's definitely a front row game. And then Crash Nitro Kart. Definitely comment below if you think we should play this. I'll tell you what I do know. I'll tell you that me and Hannah have been on such a Mario Kart high that we don't know how to come off of it. So much so that we want to play some other karting games. So we've played a little bit of Little Big Planet karting to kind of scratch that itch, and it's good. We're having fun with that. But we're ready to move on to something else. So we don't know if we should jump to something like this. We've even considered playing the Skylanders Superchargers, just because it looks like a cool racing game, but I don't know. But let's do set the ones I'm going to play aside there. There's a lot more sports games in here. NASCAR. I don't know. Are there any sports games on the system, on the GameCube, that are just like people actually like playing? I don't really like sports games in general, but that doesn't mean there aren't some good ones. I mean, I'm sure stuff like Mario Golf is great, but not same, right? Not same as Tiger Woods. I don't know. Those Tiger Woods games, I do have friends that like playing those too. Let's see. I think we can put Dave Mirra in the back. I doubt I'm going to play that, though. I do remember playing that as a kid. It was fun. Let's see. Hockey. Got a lot of hockey. A lot of SpongeBob too. NCAA 2K3 football. Not basketball. Quidditch. Mario Golf. Sports. It's been pretty easy knocking out a large portion of the sports on this console because they're always the only ones that people leave at the thrift, so I just buy them up. Baseball. Lots of sports. There's the rest of my sports. That's the... All right, Dance Dance, definitely a back row game. Need for Speeds, I would play, but I don't think I plan on... It's RIP. I don't think I plan on playing them anytime soon. Mega Man, let's go. Definitely want to play that one. Super Strikers is great. I was sitting here talking crap about the sports games on Gamecube. And is there really even a sports game like Super Mario Strikers? Not really. Because it's the best. All right. So that should be all of the sports games. What else here is a back row game? I'm thinking the Pixar stuff's going to be back row. Not that it isn't all right. Hannah and I have played through a large portion of Finding Nemo, but it was all right. But I didn't love it. I'm kind of, let's see. I've got 2 copies of Blowout here. Let me make sure there wasn't a reason why I did that. Blowout. Which one's in better condition? That disc looks darn near perfect. That one is a little worse for wear, so we'll keep that one, and we'll set this one aside. Let's see, though. More sports. Starsky and Hutch. Doubt I'm going to play that one. So let's put... Well, I am going to keep the Yellow Spine ones together because I do like how that looks. So let's not break up the Pixar ones. Starsky and Hutch. Don't think I'll play. King Kong. Not terribly interested. Wolverine, Revenge, Charlie the Chocolate Factory, Shark Tale. Not really interested in those. What else? What else looks terrible? That's a great one. Don't think I'm going to play Fantastic Four. Sergeant's War is a definite maybe. Haunted Mansion, I'm going to skip on that one. Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. Don't think I'll be playing that. Shrek. Let's put that one up too. You all look like back row games. All right, so what else? Harry Potter. I haven't, SX3 is definitely a play. Now look at these two. I know I kept these two. They've got 2 different game developers written on them. AKA and Crave. What's up with that? So I just kept them both. I like the ATV games, but I don't really get into them these days. I used to play those a ton growing up with my brother. And let's see. I think I'm nearing... We need like 5 or 6 more games for the back row. I don't want to put Resident Evil or Final Fantasy back there, or that looks so good. I have Harvest Moon Magical Melody here in a GameStop case, and then I have 3 loose GameCube games that I need to get cases for, including a Naruto game, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Star Wars Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2. I think I have Rogue Squadron 3 or something in case, but 2 I don't have the case for. I found those at the bins, you know, as one does. Let's see. All right, Bionicle. Monsters, Inc., let's put that in the back. Reign of Fire. I've always wanted to put it in and try it, but with the long list of games I have that I'm actually excited to play right now, I think we'll pass. Finding Nemo, oh yeah. I do try to get, if I come across them cheap enough, I do try to get the Player's Choice and the regular. So there's a couple games here I think I have both of, but not a lot. Not a huge ton at all. Let's see here. We need just a couple more back row games. Let's go ahead and get rid of WrestleMania, Harry Potter. Fine games, but not any that I'm going to play anytime soon. TAC 2, we're definitely going to play that one. Top Gun, definitely a back row game. Not the worst game in the world. Just don't plan on playing it. Harry Potter Quidditch, back row. Mario Golf, best game ever. Now, I do like having Power Rangers Dino Thunder, but we're not going to play that either. Ice Age, back row. Open Season, back row. Oh, look, I found another not in its box game. Mario Party 7. I found that at a St. Vincent de Paul. I always kind of crap on St. Vincent de Paul. And as soon as I start crapping on them, I find something nice. That was Jimmy Neutron, Harry Potter, Spy Hunter, Tony Hawk, and what is that one? GoldenEye. All right, now we're just gonna, I'm gonna basically put, let's start with all these Player's Choice games. Start those right there, and then I'm gonna just put the games that I'm super excited about, like Mario Golf, Ninja Turtles. That's probably one of my best GameCube games. What do you guys actually sent it to me? Billy Hatcher. It's a platformer game, and we haven't, well, it looks like a regular platformer. We haven't played it yet, but I've been very excited to. That's pretty much near the top of the list. I keep a note on my phone of games that we're going to play. So right now, the one on top is Mario Sunshine. So that's what we're playing right now. It's in the Wii. We're playing it on the Wii in my bedroom, plugged into my big screen TV. And as soon as that's over, it'll be Billy Hatcher we're going to next. All right, and then Metroid Prime took me, oh yeah, this one's actually empty. What happened here, this was forever ago on an episode. I had a kerfuffle trying to get my hands on it in a Goodwill because the case was missing, and they still wanted to charge me full price, $10, no disc. Just a weird situation. I ended up going back and getting it for $1 like the next day. But it's one of the, I think it's the only case I have up here that's empty. There might be one other that I'm just keeping because it's a slightly rare game, and I just keep it until I find maybe the loose disc. All right, what else? I'm not super excited about Sarge's War. I am super excited about Mega Man. So let's do that next. Marvel, Nemesis, Lord of the Rings, Super Strikers for sure. Let's throw him up here by Mario Golf. Let's see, what else? Sonic Riders, Super Mario Sunshine. I love you, Sunshine. Let's put you next before Mario Golf. You're like my favorite game ever. Frogger Adventures, The Rescue. I was really excited when I found this at the bins, not the bins, at a regular Goodwill a while back. Let's see, what else? Giant Robots, always good. Cars, boo. More sports. There's more sports. All right, Donkey Konga. Super excited about that. Dragon Ball Z, good as always. Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse, semi-excited. Hannah's probably more excited about that than I am. We'll put this one right next to it. It says PK Out of the Shadows, but why is it P and not Donald? I'm sure there's a simple explanation. Maybe that's the name of his superhero persona or whatever. It's not something I'm familiar with, but why is it PK and not Donald Duck, huh? Why is it not DD or... Anyways, Resident Evil 0. Comment below on this. I have this Resident Zero that's on my list to try, and then we have one on the Wii that I put on there too, and I don't know which one we'll do first, but I'm happy to have that one nonetheless. Nickelodeon, Madagascar, Donkey Konga. I think I have 3 of the Donkey Konga games. Oh look, I found another double. I have 2 Top Guns, so we'll probably just set that one aside. Donkey Konga, where was that? Didn't I have another Donkey Konga here? Do we have any Donkey Konga fans in the house? I like it. Actually, to tell you the truth though, I'm not sure where my Donkey Kongas are. I haven't seen them in a little while. I'm sitting here thinking about it.
They're behind the TV in the bedroom.
Well, Hannah knows where they are. Did you put them there?
No, but I see them all the time.
Okay. All right. So yeah, pretty much everything that's left is stuff that's not that super exciting. Sarge's War, Need for Speed, 2 different Need for Speeds, Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects, but its greatest hits, Robot Battle, Crash, Nitro Kart, Sonic Riders, non-greatest hits. We also have the greatest hits of it. SSX3, X-Men Legends, another sports. Cars, Blowout, Flushed Away, and Zelda Twilight Princess. I spent a pretty penny one day getting this both on Wii and GameCube at the same time. Should probably play it on the Wii, but just for nostalgia's sake, when I get around to playing this, it'll probably be on the GameCube. Because that's just seems necessary. Haven't played Super Bubble Pop. I remember when I first bought it, some people told me it was pretty fun and that I should try it, but it's one I haven't got around to. Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, Narnia, Splinter Cell, all real basic games. Nickelodeon Battle for Volcano Island. This is another one I don't know a lot about. Hannah's super into the Nickelodeon games, so it's on the list to try. It's not on the list to play through. On our list, we kind of write notes of like, we're definitely playing this, right? And then there's a list that's kind of like, well, we should at least try it. Soul Calibur 2, very nice. Defender, very nice. And then Final Fantasy, Madagascar, and The Incredibles. So I know that's not the prettiest organization you've ever seen. However, well, there's one more GameCube thing. That's my GameCube Game Boy player disc. Keep it up there with the GameCube games. And then we'll put my loose discs back up there. Pretty happy about that. Now, I'm actually a little bit worried now that I'm thinking about it. Yep. I knew there would be another GameCube game or two tucked in with the rest of my nonsense, and there is. These are basically my most recent pickups. I just throw them down here so that I remember to file them away. Look at this. Crash Tag Team, FIFA 2005, Shrek Extra Large, Over the Hedge, Robots, Happy Feet, and then Sonic Heroes. I was very happy to find that the other day. And then World Tour, Tasmanian Tiger, and of course, Super Smash Bros. Now, what am I going to do with all these? We're out of room. I'm going to be doing a lot of game organizing in the coming weeks, and I definitely need to shift this whole shelf down one so I can get on my second row of GameCube. We've got enough for it, but that's not happening today. So let's see here. How do we do this? Because there's definitely a couple good games I'm going to play in here, like Sonic Heroes. We have this on PlayStation 2 as well. I don't know what we should play it on, but Super Smash is great. That's great. Not terribly interested in the rest of these. So let's get to where I was in games that I'm super excited about. Let's take out these four, put in these guys, and then we'll just get these tucked away up here. Talk about maximizing your space. That's what's happening right now. Super maximized. I will alphabetize them one day. It's just not worth it right now because things get moved too often. But that is a quick and dirty tour of my GameCube collection. So I definitely want to have a conversation with you below if you're into collecting GameCube about games that I have that maybe you think I definitely should play, and then let's definitely chat about your GameCube collection. If you want some extra credit for today's video, join our Discord. The link for it's below. Come over to our Discord and share pictures of your GameCube collection. I definitely want you to comment below here on YouTube. I love having that interaction. But, of course, as you know, you can't share pictures here on the YouTube thread. So that's what our Discord's for. That's for a little bit more in-depth conversation between me, you, and other viewers. So definitely do that today. If you're not already a member, go join, and let's talk about some GameCube. I guess I could tell you how many games that was. I didn't count them, but I do have it in my app. I use CLZ Games to organize my game collection. I also have GameEye on my phone, and I keep both of them for different uses. Kind of hard to explain, but I do. But let's go to my statistics tab. And my GameCube collection is, let's see here. It doesn't tell me exactly how many games are off. It is valued at $1,189. Good to know, I guess. And then here we go. I have 127 GameCube games, which that adds up because this is 50 across, 2 deep, so that's 100, and there's about 27 games or so up there. And that's amongst my smaller collections. As you can see here, these are all 2 deep, so there's like 600 or there's like 300 Wii games there, about 500 PlayStation 2 games there, but we'll kind of get into those sometime soon. But I am very proud of my GameCube collection because when I started this channel 5 or so months ago, I had no GameCube games. I wish I could remember what the first one I bought was, but I can't. But I've bought 127 in the last 5 months. And I'm excited to keep going. I know it's going to be a long haul to get to that complete GameCube collection, but I want to get there one day. It's definitely on the bucket list. But guys, thanks for watching. Do join the Discord, like I said. Do me a huge favor and check out our new website, tindostrash.com. I mentioned it a little bit earlier in the video. We're putting up new stuff every day. Of course, not going to be as much as usual now that we're stuck at home, but we put new items all the time. And we actually just got an order today for several t-shirts. So if you ordered some Tindo merch, it'll be on the way tomorrow. We'll get it done tomorrow. So also before you go, hit the subscribe button, or I guess hit the likes up button. If you like these kinds of videos, it'd be a good way to let me know that you're into this kind of video. Hit that like button. And then subscribe. We're almost to 1,600 subs, which is just the next step to 2,000 subs. I would really appreciate the help if you would hit the subscribe button, help me get there. And also, if you are subscribed, make sure to hit that notification bell so that tomorrow you can come back for day 2 of Tindo in quarantine. What'd I say earlier? We need a good name. Tindo stuck at home. Tindo in quarantine.
Quarantindo.
You're so dumb. All right. Oh yeah, that's it, guys. Hit the notification bell. Then tomorrow, when I really lose my mind on tomorrow's video, because I'm sure it's not going to take long, you'll get a notification as soon as that video is posted. You can come back then and hang out with us then. Until then, guys, peace out. Quarantino.